Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to the most must-see, episode of the number 9 with Tommy to date. Episode 9. This is great. What a piece of shit. Episode number 9 with Tommy to date. Episode 19 is going to be great. Join us as we welcome the ladies who have our backs every day. It's me returning to the lip smack enhancing microphone, and with me, as sure as dogs lick themselves, as sure as ice melting in hell, sure as a whore working for something warm in her stomach, or finding it difficult to spot Waldo in public. He's so hairy that a beautician would need a pair of scissors before she wastes all the waxes. Us being together is like death in taxes. By that I mean his death breath may kill me, and we both have brothers that live in Texas. I gag when he sneezes, but ladies gag when he bats them his lashes. It's my ever wobbly, never jolly, wake up alarm hating, complex carb craving, best friend from end to end, my clone to the bone. I love him till we climb into our tombs, and we both spent time in his mother's womb. Tommy fucking Washington, how are you? Are you excited for today's show?
Yeah, that was a fucked up intro.
Why was that fucked up? It all rhymed.
You're just a weird dude.
Which part was weird?
The whole thing. I don't know. You got a lot of nasal congestion going on.
I
do.
do.
You know, with Trump
I'm super
lately,
sniffly.
you got fucking COVID or something?
I was at the debate. I was moderating. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. It was bad.
All right, Chris Wallace. You're going to introduce the
That dude's
ladies?
name was Chris Wallace?
I believe so.
Like Biggie?
What?
What's Biggie's name? Christopher Wallace. Like Notorious B.I.G.?
Well, I'll tell you what, that guy's awfully white to be like Piggy.
He's also probably a little thinner.
You going to introduce the ladies, or?
Yeah. We're bringing in two of the most beautiful women I know, inside and out. They love us despite hemorrhoids and gout. We worship the ground on which they walk. They tolerate us and the bullshit we talk. They care for us because we're incapable of even the simplest task, and they even have sex with us despite having to see our ugly, pimply ass. Every day is a journey through hell for them. We provide them enough headaches for 12 of them. They're sweet and they're funny. They're our adorable honeys. They let us put our penises in their vaginas and our tongues in their mouths. I can't with Erica's in my peripheral and I can't hold it together.
To be fair, Emily's in my peripheral and it's hilarious.
Oh my god. It's what?
Hilarious.
Yeah. All right. They let us put our penises in their vaginas and our tongues in their mouths. If it's a holiday, they might even take a trip and go south. We cuddle them, hug them, and treasure them both. And I think we can agree, it's fucking disgusting when Tom blows snot from his nose. First, since I moved out, I've absolutely missed her. More than a friend, she's basically a sister. She keeps Tommy well fed. No chance he's getting thinner. Using cream cheese in the kitchen, making her dinners. You've heard it on the show. Her laughter is contagious. Her love for all things, simply put, outrageous. My sweet Erica motherfucking Washington. How are you?
Hello.
She's back with the porn voice.
Yeah, here comes sexy Erica.
Hello.
Hi, guys. And second, the woman who allows me the privilege to plant my face in her cleavage. The one who doesn't take any shit, says I can take it or leave it. The one who didn't let me come close on that first date. She made me bite my nails, take her out, and wait and wait. And all I wanted to do was stretch her out, like John and Kate +8. But she makes me happy as a pig in shit. She makes me wipe my face as she looks for a place to sit. Like Madonna, we don't say this sweet, sexy woman's last name. It's Emily. How are you?
Hi.
How much longer are we going to go with Emily?
What do you mean?
Well, everybody knows our real names.
I don't know.
All right.
She's Emily until she's not Emily.
That's fair enough.
This was a huge spoiler because I get asked all the time if her real name is Emily, and I have to explain that it's not.
Well, there you go. It's not.
Nope.
Emily's a made-up name.
Erica's not.
Erica's very much Tom's actual wife.
Tom is not made up either. Just saying. How's everybody doing? You guys excited to be here?
Super excited.
You guys all came to the birthday party today. We had a birthday party for my son,
True story. We actually recorded a clip during the birthday party.
which we'll be putting into this episode.
I mean, you might as well throw it in here. I think it's important. What's the kicker to this story? Tell them the kicker to the story, and then we'll play the story.
That it's a child?
Why was this child in St. Martin's?
Oh, so this wasn't included, but we'll tell you. So, well, they go every year.
At the same time.
Oh, it wasn't at the same time?
I don't
Like
believe
the
so.
same
Well,
trip?
fuck me
I don't
running.
believe so.
That dramatically changes the
Yeah,
story.
well, anyway, so this family goes on vacation there all the time, and it's actually where they spread this little girl's father's
Grandfathers.
Yeah. The little girl's grandfather's ashes, the mother's father's ashes in the ocean. So we're going to go ahead and play this clip now. All right, so we had some friends over today for my son's birthday party, and we were talking with one of the moms because she listens to the show, and she came running outside and told us that her daughter, we'll use the name Samantha, shit in the ocean. So
That's right. Welcome to the club. She took a deuce in the water.
super gross. So we asked her mom's permission and her permission because we want her to tell her story on our show.
This is an
Breaking
important
news.
story. Tom thinks that people like you and I are social pariahs, but this is proof that normies shit in the ocean too, Tom.
I don't think normies do shit in the ocean. You guys are not normal.
I'm very normal. I would say I'm more than normal. And I think Samantha agrees. She's a normie as well.
I don't think either of you guys are normal, but Samantha,
before we get to your story, when you're wiping, do you crumble the toilet paper or do you fold the toilet paper?
I crumble it.
Like a normal human being. Okay.
you're going to
Yeah.
get probably closer to the microphone
Oh, Samantha's been reprimanded.
already. Hold on, so you crumble it. Pat, you crumble as well?
I'm a crumbler.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why would you fold?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you people are so weird.
You're weird.
Follow-up question. Samantha, when you're wiping, are
Just
you...
so those of you that know, that's my son's voice in the background. He decided he wanted to come down to hear the full story as well.
Yeah, that's true. Samantha, when wiping, are you seated on the toilet or are you in a more of a standing position?
Well, I lean forward, so I'm technically standing, but I'm still like squatting.
But there's no chance of your hand touching the shit water, right?
It happens.
No.
Come on, don't
there's
lie,
no
it
chance, right?
No.
No, because that's disgusting, Tom.
Yeah.
Listen, as you get older and you do this many, many, many times, it'll happen.
Samantha, have you ever noticed that when you go into the ocean, you come out very, very clean? Like the salt water does a great job cleaning you.
Yes.
So in the event that you took a poopy in the ocean water and then, I don't know, let's just say wiped with your hand, because what else are you going to do? I mean,
Oh,
I
technically,
didn't do that.
you're coming out clean, right?
she didn't do that.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know. You got mud butt then. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait. After you go into the ocean, don't you take a shower?
Yeah.
Depends. Me personally, I think I just feel super clean after I go into the ocean.
You're
I feel
disgusting.
sticky.
Usually
Yeah.
people take a shower.
Sticky from all the poop. People are pooping in the ocean.
Well, if there's that much poop that people are pooping, then again, it's just a normal thing, Tom.
I don't think it's normal.
It's not at all weird.
Anyway,
It's very-
Sam,
Samantha, take us to that day.
Okay, so my friends and I were just like playing in the sand, and then we went and crashed in a bunch of the waves, and then I swam out like as far as I could. And
Was this like was there an urgency to this?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Well, I don't know.
Was it like I need to poop right now?
No, I probably could have gotten out. I just didn't want to.
Oh, it's so much better. I love it. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
So I kind of swam out to where, I don't know, I could tread water and I wasn't about to
every
drown.
episode.
Sorry, I put my phone on silent. Go ahead. You swam out to where you know you're losing comfort, but you're comfortable.
Yeah, and I just kind of pulled down my bathing suit and then crapped and then swam away.
I feel you.
And that was
feel you.
it.
Yeah.
Did you tell your friends about this that you were swimming with?
No.
Let's hope not.
Well, no, because then they'd be weirded out. They're gonna be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what if they touch a piece of seaweed and they're like, oh, that was Samantha's poop." No, you
Yeah.
gotta let
How long ago was this, Samantha?
Last year.
so
year.
not very long.
Interesting. Her mother just found this out today.
Sam, could you state for the record your age?
Well, when I did it, I was 12. No, I was 11.
So what you're
Yeah,
saying
I
is
was 11.
people of
Right.
both genders, people of all ages, anybody can poop in the ocean.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't.
Tom, it seems like you are quickly becoming the minority on this topic. We've got Don Raup wearing the shirt in public. We've got 11-year-old Samantha dropping deuces. What beach were you at?
It was a beach right off the Royal Islander in St. Martin.
I'm pretty bad with geography. Where is
It's
St.
in the
Martin?
Caribbean.
Okay, so we are shitting in oceans across the globe. I mean, we are globe trot shitters at this point.
Listen, I'm not surprised that you guys, like, you aren't the first two to ever do it.
Colin, this is the best birthday party I've ever been to in my life. It's official. I'm loving this birthday party.
Because you found another person that had shit in the ocean?
I found another person.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you said it like it was the first time. No. This is one of many in a laundry list of lines
I don't
that
know
are dropping
anybody else.
deuces all over the planet.
Oh, but how many of them have you met?
We're not talking about the new green deal on this podcast. We're talking about the old brown deal on this podcast.
All right, Samantha. Well, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your story. And I'm glad that you allowed us to break the news on our podcast.
Samantha, if there's something that you feel strongly enough to talk about, to come on this podcast, if you want to come on this podcast, talk about shit, we're here.
Yeah, we're here for you.
Okay.
What do you guys think of that story?
Well, I know Samantha's mom was a little bit mortified to find out that her daughter crapped in the ocean
Correct.
in St. Martin.
What?
The same place where she spread her dad's ashes. That's great.
What do we call Sam's mom? Do we have a name for Sam's mom?
Yeah, we called her Kelly
Okay.
because it's her name.
Kelly, I think you should accept there's nothing to be embarrassed about. This is a very normal activity for, as we've established, people of all different shapes, sizes, colors. I mean, just anybody can poop in the ocean. I think it's
To
perfectly
be
normal.
fair, I don't want to bring race into this, but so far the only two people I've ever met that shit in the ocean are white. Maybe this is a white problem.
Shout out to anybody who is not 100% white. I will take a 5%, like any, just like an Indian or an Asian or a black, a Spanish, really any kind of background that is not 100% white. If you could write into the podcast and let us know that you shit in the ocean, that'd be great.
So you honestly think you're going to get someone to write in about that when you haven't been able to get someone that you don't know to send in to get a free t-shirt?
Josh over in Parts and Service, hit me up on the podcast. C Money over in West Hartford. Really, anybody, you know what? I will accept like Paulie D from the Jersey Shore. If you're tan, just send us an email so we can establish that it is not only pasty pale white motherfuckers.
And just so that we're clear on where to send that email to, it's the number9podcast@gmail.com, or go to our website, number9podcast.com, and send us an email.
That's right.
You can also add us at Twitter on number9pod.
Instagram at the number 9 with Tommy podcast.
Yeah, there you go. You guys
Don't
want-
scratch that. It's at number 9 with Tommy podcast. There is no the.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You
I
sure?
wanted to keep it even across the board. Yeah. The only thing with the is the email.
Yeah, it's because I can't change it unless I open up a new account.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to do some mail?
Let's do it.
Yep, come on.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
So I have an iTunes review, which is fantastic. The reviewer goes by the name of Dip Dizzy Whittle. That's right. Not Dip Dizzy Whizzle, which is his actual name, but Dip Dizzy Whittle, which is the
Maybe
wrong
he's whittling
name.
something.
Maybe. Maybe he wants to have whittle hands because they're so big that he can't participate in most games. He can't high five people. He can't give people daps because they're lethal weapons. So you'll remember he wrote a review. We couldn't tell what the review said, so he deleted it. He deleted the review.
Yeah.
So he has gone back on and already started by using the wrong name a second time.
Love it.
The title of his review, What Does Tommy Do? Question mark. The review, Why is Tommy on the show? Pat is the real star. Memories are gold. More memories, please. Now, this is after you and Don both took babyface turns and we're getting along. This motherfucker
He buried me again.
he just Caesared your ass so hard. Just E2, brute. Fucked up, bro.
Yeah, Don, we're not friends no more, bro.
Don, I will still love you. I will still treat you the same. I don't think it's a good idea for us to shake hands because I don't want my bones broken.
All right, so we got about 5 pieces of mail from one person, from Griff. He was a guest on the show a couple weeks ago.
Sounds like he might have been a little fired up.
So this came, it must have been Wednesday morning because I didn't put them in until after we recorded. So he sent text messages, me and Pat in a group text, and it went, he said this, I don't know how to type this email because, damn, you guys hit a nerve with this topic with a bunch of crying laughing faces. Apparently, I'm a little bitch because I don't believe under any circumstances we need to discuss others' pay with a bunch of those thinking faces. And I just explained to Ryan, or Griff, because I'm his friend, that doesn't make you a little bitch, Ryan. That makes you a normie, in Pat's word. And then Ryan called Pat a snowflake. And then Ryan continued to ask, Pat, what's your mortgage payment? How much do you pay for car insurance? What's your co-pay for doctor's visits? How much is your electric bill? Just want to make sure I'm paying my fair share.
Oh,
Sorry,
hold on.
rant over.
Let me address those. $10.25 a month. What's the second one?
Car insurance.
$112 a month. What's the net copay? 25 and 100. I think 25 for a doctor visit, 100 for your emergency room visit. What's the last one?
I don't know. I left that screen, bub.
Oh, well, knowledge is power, Ryan. There you go.
All right. So, and then he continued with, after he said, sorry, ran over, better yet, let's take a page out of Karl Marx book. I don't know who that is. And we can all make the same amount make the same amount for everything and have the state tell us what we can buy too. Now ran over, maybe. And then Pat responded, boy, oh boy, those words seem to have forced Ryan to behave poorly, Griff. What police station should I grab you from? I'm sorry that you punched a baby. Bah ha ha ha. It's crazy how I say we should have open, honest dialogue, and normies, in quotes, hear me somehow say that I should have Marxism. Yeah, Marxism. I believe Griff just became my girlfriend as well. And then an eggplant and peach emoji. And Ryan sent back a bunch of crying, laughing faces. Who's this Karl Marx guy?
This is the same thing I was repeatedly saying to you, that like I say one thing and somehow the words that come out of my mouth are completely misinterpreted. I say we should have open, honest discussion. And Ryan's like, well, then we should also have a communist government that tells us what to buy and when to buy it. And we should all make the same amount of money. Yeah, I don't think those two things are even in the same league, Ryan.
All right. I still don't know who Karl Marx is. That's what I keep asking.
He's so there was Groucho, there was Chico, there was Zeppo, there was Gummo, and there was Harpo, and then there was Carl. Great comedic family.
What is this?
Don't take that advice, Tom. Please do not lump Karl Marx in with the Marx Brothers. What's the next piece of mail?
Who the fuck is Karl Marx?
He was the silent
He's a
one.
socialist from way back in the 1800s, a German guy. He got exiled because of his thinking, like his talkings and stuff.
Oh, he was like a Hitler. Before Hitler.
Communist.
Okay, so Kim Jong-un and Hitler in one.
Yes. So I was compared to Karl Marx because I said we should have open, honest conversations.
Okay.
And he was
fair
like,
enough.
you fucking Nazi.
Now, again, I've made my point on this. I will not discuss this anymore in the podcast. So we're just going to keep going through the mail.
Yeah.
So Ryan, if he wasn't fired up enough, or Griff, sent us a couple emails too. Hey, fellas, what's good? I got a non-reactive response for you. I don't give two shits what you make, and you won't ever know what I make. I'll live my life and not be a snowflake and worry about someone else's life and think, woe me is me. The person makes more or less than me and continue to be happy in my house that my wife and my wife and I love and bought and maintain together through our hard work and dedication to each other without concern or care for how the rest of the 7 billion on the planet make their living. Then he followed it up with another email right after that. And for that matter, I have been in a situation where I later found out I was not making competitive wage for a little less than 2 years. And you know what my feeling was? Not anger, not jealousy, not slighted, not me against you. It was pride, knowing that I took the pay that my word said to be fair and busted my ass for those 2 years and got myself to what I felt to be rewarding and well-earned rate that allowed me to live a life I never would have thought possible 2 years earlier. The goal should be bettering yourself in your own way, not how to get the same thing as this person or what's fair compared to that person. Which I think that's part of Pat's stance on this. Again, I don't want to go too far into this, but I think Pat thinks that if we talk about wages, that might
Make it fair.
Make what fair?
Make wages fair. So he's saying that I think we should talk about wages so that I can make what the next guy makes, or that I can somehow take advantage of knowing what somebody else makes. My point is, if everybody knows what everybody else makes, you're taking the power away from the people who pay you. You're putting the power in the employee's hand. You're taking it away from the employer.
Yeah, but that's a fair point, I guess. I also thought that because you use this as a rebuttal multiple times off air, that it might incentivize somebody next to you to work harder to get to your pay.
Absolutely.
Where I think it's going to have the exact opposite effect, and then think, well, this guy already makes that. Why should I bust my ass because he's already getting paid more? And let's face it, humans, you taught me this, path of least resistance. They just want to coast on by. Nobody wants to really work hard.
Yeah, but so we're talking about, we're still taking the decision of each individual. So if one person decides, they make a decision with the information that they've been given to elevate themselves to a different level, to do better, that's on them. If another person says, well, that person makes more than me, so I'm going to be, less productive, that's also on them.
I agree.
It's not, the sharing of information does not make anybody do anything.
Okay. Again, I'm not debating this topic.
I'm going to kiss Tom right on the mouth today. It's coming.
Mason. We haven't heard from Mason in a while.
Mace, what up, thug?
He sent in a message. Bang up job as always, guys. I decided to send an email this week because my very disturbing would you rather. Oh, I sent to Patrick for the sole purpose of the gross picture to Tom. Didn't make it on the show. Real nice, Pat.
Bro, I'm going to double check. I don't think I got a would you rather.
I do have
Mason.
to say, you guys are doing a great job, and I happily call myself a number niner, even though some of Pat's intros are sloppier than an accidental number 2. Mason, you have no idea, bro.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Today was what, 6 takes, guys? He made me stop and restart.
It was one take.
How many?
Ladies, did I make?
Yeah, we stopped like 3 times.
What the fuck, Emily?
Yeah.
And that's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oof, that is hurtful. Oh my God. The last text I have from Mason, I in fact have a would you rather.
Let's hear it. Fuck it.
Okay, but so I don't have a bad picture to send you.
I don't need the bad picture. He already sent in the email.
He clearly sent in the email expecting a bad picture. It says it in the email.
Yeah, but you failed at your job. What else is new? Pat doesn't do anything for the podcast. Unless you're Don Rupp. You think he does everything for the podcast.
That's true. I don't do a lot. We'll see who does more when it gets to movie reviews. Do you want me to read this? Would you rather?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And to be fair, I've been very busy, Patrick.
Yeah, no, I haven't done anything. You know how hard it is to keep up with Emily's sex drive, Tom? It's not like a day off. I'm constantly trying to achieve what she wants me to achieve.
Yeah, I'm sure it's her, not you.
It's like I've never worked a day in this relationship. Anyways, so I guess who's going to start? This is a fucked up.
Let's hear it.
I want to know who's going to answer first.
I'll answer first.
Yes. Tom, would you rather watch your parents have sex once a week for the rest of your life, or join in just one time to make it stop?
Join in one time to make it stop.
Oh my God!
You didn't even hesitate on that answer.
I'm not watching my parents have sex every week for the rest of my life. It's not happening.
I like how you're adamantly against that, but you have not stated opinion against just having sex with them once.
I don't want to do that, but I also do not want to watch them have sex once a week. That's fucking disgusting.
Oh my God.
To me, they're both as disgusting. If you're going to watch your parents have sex, you might as well join them one time to get it over with. Ugh. Just thinking about it is making me fucking... Mason, you're a sick fuck.
Emily,
Anybody else want to answer this?
Emily, it's on you.
No, don't skip me.
We're not going to skip you.
No, skipping's out. You're not a rock. This isn't a lake. Answer the question.
All right, I'm watching it once a week
For the rest of your life?
for the rest of my life.
You look fairly young. That could be a very long time.
My parents could die soon. It's okay.
Jesus. Pet?
Oof. I mean,
Mm.
I watch porn once a week anyways. I might as well use that. Oh, no, that's inappropriate. I'm going to have to say I'd watch it. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine it either, Pet. That's
I don't know which one of my parents disgusts me more. Like, I love my mother. She's not a disgusting person, but
The thought of fucking. Well, you are on record of saying that you know that she gives good blowjobs, so maybe.
you know what? That's a good point. I'd join them just the once. Because I know for a fact that my mother probably gives top-notch dome. And I don't know.
How do you know that for a fact?
Mm.
Okay.
You ready for this? You have
Story
heard this,
time.
Erica?
First off, yeah, this evidence is solid. Okay. So this is a weird room to have this argument. But in the room when I had the epiphany, there was about 6 people helping me move, and they were all men. And my mom was there, and a couple of my brothers were there. And it occurred to me, I would never marry someone who doesn't give good blowjobs. Like, it would never happen. Like, if you can't, if that's not an enjoyable experience, if you're not good at it, I can't see myself spending the rest of my life with you. Blowjobs are used in a lot of situations. So, by that logic, I can't be the only one who feels this way. So I asked the question. Everybody agrees. Like, nah, I don't think, like, I probably wouldn't marry into that. So I'm like, my mom's been married 3 times. So she's got to give good blowjobs. That's the logic there. Erica, I can't tell if Erica wants to punch me in the face, if she wants to cry for me.
She's disgusted in you,
Well,
Patrick.
she's always disgusting me. I'm okay with that.
Or she married caring people who really liked her as a person.
I mean, it's possible.
Like Erica did.
All 3 of them?
Well, maybe not your dad. I don't know. I have never met him.
So
however, the stories that I've heard.
It's reasonable to assume that she married my father and my father married her. Not because she's a great person, but because she gives good mouth love.
What was that? Their first marriage?
Was my father her first husband?
Yes.
Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately.
Well, yeah, I mean, to Erica's point, would have been better off if that was the answer.
Erica, are you going to answer the would you rather?
My parents are divorced, so they don't have sex with each other.
That doesn't matter.
My parents have been divorced for 20-something years. That doesn't count.
I'm not joining in. Nope.
Mm.
So you're watching.
Apparently.
The girls are watching.
You're watching.
The dudes are
Definitely
throwing it in.
watching.
Man, this is a fucked up would you rather. Mason,
You're
I want
sick.
your answer. You will email us your answer with an explanation.
Yes.
Wait, I got a question. How much are you going to participate? Like, is it full on?
No.
Why not?
Pat's going to get a BJ.
Yeah.
That doesn't count, though.
How does that not count?
Because if it's only one time, you got to go all for it.
Hold on.
Because that's fucked up.
Well,
So
here's
it's
the
like,
thing
that's
too.
like an easy way out.
Here's the thing too, is that if you are joining in, like, that's more traumatic than it is just watching.
Yeah, but it's only one time.
Yeah, but that's gonna replay in your head over and over and over again. Well,
Or
like,
I'm gonna
probably
have-
worse than
Or I'm
watching.
gonna have to fucking watch them once a week. Either way, you're fucked.
Literally.
Well, no.
Not
Only
us.
one way you're fucked.
We're not.
I just want to point out that for, the question being, are we too dirty-minded? This is the furthest south we've ever traveled.
Yeah.
This is way worse than anything I've talked about.
Mason, you're a sick fuck. That's a
Real nice, Mason.
Is there any more feedback that you got? I want to get out of this because I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm gonna puke.
No, that's pretty much it.
All right.
It's me, Versace. Whoops, somebody shot me. And I was just checking the mail. Get it? Checking the mail.
So Pat, I took a bunch of screenshots this week of stuff that I saw or people sent me that I wanted to talk about on the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Why would you not just send this to me for the Instagram?
We can do that after we talk about it.
Okay, we're going to post these on the Instagram.
They're in the email account, so you can get them right out of there.
Perfect.
Okay. So these, my dad sends me these. They're selling these at CVS, and I know you guys can't see them, but they're political poppers is what they're called. They look like bobbleheads, and there's one that's Joe Biden that says, "I poop candy, I come with candy treats." Oh, they both say that. But with the Biden thing, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With all the rumors about Biden. And then there's another one of Trump. What the
He's orange.
Yeah, he should have fucking worked.
Yeah, he looks like a Simpsons character.
Yeah. Who the fuck comes up with this idea and says, at CVS, mind you, this is a great idea to sell. We're going to sell a lot of these.
They are going to sell a lot of those. They're going to sell the shit out of those. And those things probably cost 25 cents to make, and they're probably selling for fucking $10.
It looks like you buy them together, too. It's a set.
It does look
Yeah.
like a one-pack thing.
Yeah, I was just... So when Ed sent me this, I think it's hilarious. Ryan had mentioned in there that they're also selling something else, but I forget what it was. I didn't...
Hold on. I got to go backwards here. I think that package is one package, but those things are going to pull out individually. So I think they're sitting in their display case. And then when you pull one out, so you're not buying both, you're buying one or the other.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See how they're divided at the top?
Yeah. Like right
That's-
here.
I think it's more like a collector's item type of like funny.
Who the fuck
Thing.
wants to collect anything in this
Well,
selection?
Oh, I sent you that.
you're asking
Yeah.
someone who poops in the ocean.
That's true.
Valid.
And he does collect those weird fucking things at GameStop, those little characters.
Funko Pops?
I don't know what the fuck they are.
First off, they're not.
They're
weird.
for children. Yeah.
They're collectibles. They're not
for children.
No, they're not toys.
So are Hot Wheels.
No, but you do collect tiny little
Miniature
like,
brands.
Yeah,
Miniature
which
brands
is
are
weird.
adorable.
It's all over your refrigerator.
It says you suck because you rearranged my magnets to say you suck on my refrigerator.
I might have done that.
Well, he does have penises put in his mouth.
One time. One penis.
Pat sent me this. A married Argentinian politician was forced to resign last week after he went viral during a live stream session of pulling down the top of his girlfriend and kissing her newly enhanced breast. Juan Emilio Amory, a legislator in Argentinian's lower house of Congress, shocked fellow lawmakers last Thursday as he snuggled up to his girlfriend sitting on his lap during a live stream session, apparently when he thought his internet connection was not working. The New York Post reported he later pulled down the woman's vest and kissed her right breast.
So I read this whole article. Now, this motherfucker. Everybody's seen at least one of these since the COVID thing started, where we're all doing these live streams or these, I don't know, FaceTime, whatever the shit these things are called. Zoom meetings. So this guy thinks that the camera's off. He's cheating on his wife.
Oh, really?
With this girl. She comes over, sits on his lap. He pulls down her top, kisses the boob that just got the boob job. Well, one of the two boobs that just got the boob job. And says something, I don't remember what the comment was, but it was hilarious, whatever it was. It was about her having new boobs.
Nice.
Yeah, so he goes, he retires or, resigns.
Steps down, yeah.
Yeah, and apologizes to everybody in the office, everybody in his family. Yeah, this dude's fucked for life. It's over. And I'm sure that woman, whoever she is, I assume she's a coworker because she's there for the live stream. So I'm guessing that, like, this has destroyed everything.
Well, no, she might get the Monica Lewinsky and just write a book about how she's traumatized and
it's possible.
Make millions.
Absolutely classic stuff, though.
I don't know how it goes in Argentina, but maybe.
Well, I would have to assume that adultery is adultery is adultery. Don't get me wrong. There are some cultures where, like, you can have more than one wife, but I think cheating is cheating.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Different cultures, different stuff.
True story.
We posted that on our thing. I think that's the last one. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
That's all I got right there.
All right, it's the end of the show. All right, talk to you guys later.
I don't think that's the end of the show.
No.
You still got your movie review.
Oh, yeah. Tom, you have your movie. Oh, I have my movie review. You didn't do your homework.
I am going to come in and excuse him from the movie review.
I'm sorry, did you just call your mom in to get you
Shut up.
Is that an age show, Pat?
No,
that's not
it wasn't.
That's fucked up.
It was a nurturing joke.
We
but...
have been very busy this week.
Having sex.
And other things.
We had a wedding to go to, Colin's birthday.
Well, we also had the rehearsal dinner to go to.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on, Pat. Work.
Number 9ers, just remember which part of the podcast works tirelessly to make you happy and give you
Pat, how long did it take you to get
feedback.
that Instagram open?
It was like 15 minutes. Why?
How long did you say you were going to open it for?
I said I was going to open it for forever. It's there forever.
Yeah, but when did you first say, I'm going to make Instagram for the number 9ers? And then when did it actually get completed?
I started saving pictures, and then maybe a month later, I started dropping them. I
okay,
opened
yeah.
them.
Yes,
I didn't want to go into it empty-handed, Tom.
Yeah.
You only posted like one picture the first day.
I'm doing one a day.
That's it. Yep. Big Instagram account.
It's growing. It's
yeah.
growing.
I think I was your first follower.
I think we have 2 followers.
We have more than 2 followers. I don't know what it's at, but it's more than 2.
It's probably 6.
It was 8 last time I checked.
You're really pushing the Instagram. Thanks.
I believe. I can't say what I was going to say.
I'm not a follower.
Oh, you're not a
that was
follower.
no.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I was going to say Emily's a follower. But
How
if I
come
did
my significant other really?
You have 14 followers.
Ooh, eat them double digits, Tom.
So how come my significant other really helps us push the podcast along and achieve our goals, Pat? But yours doesn't. You don't even allow her to listen to the show.
She's allowed. She's not encouraged. She's a woman. She has a mind of her own. She can listen to the show if she wants to. She chooses not to out of pure wisdom.
I don't think that's true.
And several of the characters on the show are because of her.
Rose and Blanche?
Yeah, Winifred and Sarah. We have changed their names.
You call them Winifred and Sarah. I call them Rose and Blanche. By the way,
Fuckface didn't send any feedback. I'm giving him his name.
No.
I got to give him his name?
No.
Tom doesn't want me to give him his name until he writes into the show.
That was the deal.
Write into it?
He has to write into it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Oh, well.
I want to give him his name.
Well, I want to make sure that people are listening to the show, Pat.
It's fucked up.
Is it fucked up?
It is.
The whole point of us doing this is to have people listen, not just give them. That'd be like giving your kids stuff for no reason.
I'm not sure.
And not making them work for it. It absolutely is. They have to work for it. All he has to do is listen.
And give us feedback, actually. So he does have to do something else.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
If you listen, then I feel like why not just give feedback?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll let this ride.
I give feedback in my car to you guys all the time. And then I come home and I tell Tom and he's like, write it in.
Well, because I don't want to forget all your amazing recommendations. New guy, you can reach us at the9podcast@gmail.com or at Twitter @9pod.
I explained to Emily what and why his nickname is his nickname.
So you told somebody the nickname.
Yeah, Emily, is it worth writing in for?
I think so. It's pretty cool.
There you go.
See? That's several votes in my favor.
That's only 2.
Very important 2 votes.
I still don't know it. I still don't know it because I'm not allowed to know it until He writes in.
I will
Okay.
gladly tell you anytime you want now.
But I'm a man of my word, Pat.
Are you though?
No, not really.
Oh, but I was going to tell you, I have I have a hypothesis about why people say 1 and 2 for the bathroom. Remember you did that the other day?
If you want to talk about it, you have to email it into the show.
No, I'm talking
She's
about
on
it
the
now. I'm
fucking
here.
show.
1, you just go 1. You're just peeing. Usually, when you're pooping, you go pee and poop. 2.
Interesting.
Dose.
That's our third theory.
Well, that was my thought while I was driving.
So
listening
hold
to
on, just to be clear, that means when you're saying that every time you poop, you also pee.
Yes.
There are people who claim that they don't pee every time they poop.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
We
they're
already-
fucking lying.
So we already covered this. I did not have time to watch my movie. I was supposed to watch The Last Boy Scout. I will watch it for the next movie review, and I will watch another movie that Pat recommends for the next movie review. So I'll do 2 the next time. Pat will do 1. I have no idea what movie I'm going to tell Pat yet, but he's going to review Mystery Alaska, which is a fucking banger.
All right, Tom, since your protector is here, Erica, who defended you in the last segment, are you willing, since now you have to watch 2 movies?
Pat, I don't want to watch fucking Into the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I don't want to watch. I'm not into it. But
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, not 4. I was corrected.
yeah, Mason
corrected me. It was not.
I'm starting to think I should just do this podcast with Mason because he's obviously a lot smarter than you.
It was the 3rd, not the 4th. It was Dream Warriors.
But to answer your question, no.
Would you feel safe if Erica was sitting
It has
next to
nothing to
you?
do about being safe, dude. I have no interest in watching them.
I'll watch it. I've already watched. I'm sure I've already watched it. I've already watched The Last Boy Scout, but that was a long time ago. Like,
Do you remember liking it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good flick.
Well, I remember being able to like go out to a midnight movie or something to watch
sure,
it.
sure. Tom got real quiet. Do you remember the "Why did the chicken cross the road" joke in The Last Boy Scout?
No.
I'm still waiting for Tom's response I should have known you didn't watch your movie because you didn't text me about the joke.
I'm not going to text you either way.
Oh, well, it's a good joke.
Okay.
I'm going to do Mystery Alaska. On IMDb, it scored a 6.7.
Really? That low?
Yeah. I mean, for the movies that you recommend, that's actually pretty high, if we're being fair. With everyone from Russell Crowe and Hank Azaria, that is Phoebe's scientist boyfriend from Friends, if you're not familiar
Oh,
with that
yeah,
name.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Friends in that movie.
Mary McCormick, all the way to Burt Reynolds and Scott Grimes. This movie has all the charm you'd expect from a Canadian-based flick, and the humor to go along with it. Roughly made about hockey, it's really a movie about small-town living and the uniqueness that it carries with it. I have put it higher as far as rankings, maybe like in the mid to low 7s. But all in all, Tom picked a good one. The language stops it from being family friendly. There's quite a bit of foul language. But as far as like a date night movie, if you're like Netflix and chilling, it's a good pick.
I would definitely call it a family. Like, other than the language, it's definitely, like, in.
Well, it's got
Who doesn't
homeboy.
swear around their kids?
It's more than that though. It's very sexual, like a homeboy premature ejaculation, and then just
I mean, I
comes
gotta
up
be real
several
with you, man.
times.
I haven't seen it in probably like 10 years.
Yeah.
So, probably don't remember all that.
There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of foul language. There's a lot of sex talk. There's a couple.
Such a
sex
good movie,
scenes.
though.
It is a good movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, like all adults should watch it. It's worth watching.
That's all I got, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it was a fucking Canadian movie about hockey. How much
It's
more?
not Canadian. They live in Alaska.
I'm sorry. What?
They live in Alaska.
Oh, that's a good point. The movie's called fucking Mystery Alaska. I want to throw it out there. They all had fucking Canadian accents.
You're a fucking idiot.
So much so that I started out thinking that I was going to watch this movie about Alaska, and then I was fully under the impression that this movie was taking place in Canada halfway through. I mean, probably instantly. Yeah, that's weird.
You're a fucking dumbass.
That's probably why I got a 6.7. It threw everybody off.
Well, I can see why some Alaskans would speak with a Canadian accent because they literally are up next to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Like the people up in northern Michigan and
They
stuff,
even
they
say,
talk
like-
with a weird accent. Too.
Yeah, they even say like a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Such a good movie, though.
All right. You may
I'm gonna have to
remember it
watch-
being better than it was. It's a good movie.
Yeah, again, it was one of those movies I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember it from being a kid, and I thought it was a great movie then. Erica, you want to recommend a movie for Pat?
This feels like a setup.
A new movie or an old movie? Like, does it matter?
Well, if we're doing one of your old movies, it could be from the 60s, probably.
No.
She's like, oh, what was that one that came out when I was in college? Dazed and Confused. That was a good one. I'm sorry. That was about when you were in college. My bad. Go ahead.
I don't.
She was in college.
Have you ever seen Overboard?
There's several iterations of that movie. Which one are you referring to?
Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn.
No.
Really?
That's your movie.
I don't understand why you come onto this podcast and you have the opportunity to totally redeem Tom, like Paul Walker did in recommending John Wick, and you recommend a movie is that 80s?
It's a great movie.
It is a really good movie.
So your denial of my question
No,
makes me
because
believe it is from the 80s.
I just want to say I already recommended movies to you
When?
that Tom recommended to you.
That's not
Ugh.
true. Why would you say that?
Oh my god! So you recommended like Cocktail and Days of Thunder? You mean?
No.
Yes. Except for Days of Thunder, that was me, which is a great flick.
What was the
I recommended The Accountant.
Was it the dog movie?
Judging by
No.
Erica's face, Erica recommended The Accountant.
We were talking about
Tom, how the
Ready
fuck? That
Player
was-
One. Ready
Oh my
Player
god,
One.
Tom! You have not recommended any fucking good movies.
That's not true.
The
That's not
two that were good were from Erica. Well, the two from Erica were good, and the one from Paul Walker was good. And every other movie has been a shit
Mystery
show.
Alaska.
Mystery Alaska was good, but to be fair, very misleading because it was clearly taking place in Canada.
You're an idiot.
It's weird that in Canada there's a town called Mystery Alaska.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Pat, what movie do you want me to watch?
Other than The Last Boy Scout,
Yes.
you're gonna watch a documentary called 13th. It's on Netflix. It's free of charge, unlike your bullshit ass $4 every fucking week. Emily made me watch a fucking $3 movie last night.
You didn't even watch it.
I watched most of it.
Fell asleep, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah.
You're a fucking sucker.
Snored in her foot. We're like, spooned, so like my mouth is right next to her ear, and I catch myself every couple minutes like, and she's just sitting through like a champ. She's such
What's
a
the name of the
sweetheart.
movie?
Trick or Treat.
Huh.
It was good.
I thought it was good.
It's almost like a cavalcade of urban legends. Like there's a bunch of mini stories.
What's this
inside.
documentary about?
The 13th? It's about the 13th Amendment, Tom.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Overboard is from 1987.
Oh, so it's not from the 80s. Perfect.
I bet you it's filled with 80s music.
I bet you it is.
It sounds like a great flick.
It really, I think
It's
I
probably right
enjoy
up there
it.
with The Notebook.
I've watched it
The
several
Notebook
times.
is a great movie.
I've never seen Notebook.
Notebook is good.
I
There's
think
a
Nicholas
movie that-
Sparks' book became a good movie.
There was a movie that somebody made me watch that everybody said was great and it sucked. What was it? I don't remember. It was one of those like chick flicks type deals where everybody's like, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, and then I watch it and it sucks.
Was it 50 Shades of Grey? Because that movie sucked.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's not.
But everybody said the book was way better than the movie.
It always is, but that movie was just like, I don't know. It was the worst big movie I can remember other than Showgirls.
Showgirls.
That's a great dress. Thanks, it's Versace. Showgirls was great.
Anything you want to add to the movie reviews, ladies?
I've never seen Mystery Alaska.
Same.
So we're gonna watch Mystery Alaska. We're gonna watch.
Wait, we have to watch Mystery Alaska.
We don't have to, but I
Oh,
want to
okay.
watch it.
Okay.
The Last Boy Scout and this. How long is this documentary? It's not like 4 hours, is it?
13, you said?
13.
15.
And how long is it?
I don't know. My job is to assign you.
Have you seen it?
I have not watched it. I will be watching it today or tomorrow. I'll be watching it very soon.
I
There's
really
two
want to see.
documentaries on Netflix that I cannot fucking wait to watch. That's one of them.
I really want to see that 1917
I keep hearing about that.
Yeah, I want to see that
about World
too.
War One. I haven't.
I
Are
haven't
you
seen
gonna
that
watch
either.
Overboard with me?
Yeah.
You were pretty hesitant about that. Why were you so hesitant?
Because it's not good.
It's an alright movie, but I'll watch it again.
Oof.
You might not like it because you're probably going to be snoring in my ear. And then I'm going to have to tell you what it's about.
Perfect.
Perfect. You can help me write the review.
Did you watch Days of Thunder with him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you missed out on a good one. All right, so that's it, huh?
Oh yeah. Days of Thunder.
Pat's promised that he couldn't keep what else is new. He prepares for the show and then doesn't. He promised us a game, but then couldn't deliver. So he has a bunch of questions to play.
It's not that I couldn't have delivered the game. I easily
Chose
could
not
have
to.
delivered the game. I chose not to because it was a better play for the show.
Sure. Whatever you say, bub.
So, all right, now I'm Bub.
Yep, bub.
Your words are hurtful, bro. That hurts.
All right, bub.
So
Get it right. It's bruh.
yeah, bruh.
No, I say bub.
Yeah, poke and chip, bruh. So no, I have 4 questions, which if you do some quick math on that, that's really 16 answers. So I figure I'm gonna ask these 4 questions, which is really like 4.5, and then we're each gonna answer them.
Hold on. So we went from 4.5, 4 to 4 to 16, back to 4, and then 4.5, and now what are we at?
I'll start over. It's 4 questions, which is 16 answers. And then I said, so about these 4 questions, it's really like 4.5. It's still going to be 16 answers, though.
How's there a half a
Because
question?
there's a 2-parter.
Like a part B.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have any other questions on the math on this?
No, I was trying to keep up with your story.
Okay. So, I will preface this by saying, I guess, to each of the questions, as far as you're willing to admit on the podcast. So that's the end of every question. So, who wants to go
Hold
first?
on.
We got 4 questions.
Hold on. This should be 100% honesty.
Well, I
Act like we're not even on the podcast.
I can tell you that my answers will be 100% honest, but I also share like anything that anybody wants to hear. I'm willing to talk about on the fuck.
Okay. Pat, I'm going to need you to speak a little bit louder. Get closer to the mic, something.
Is this any better? Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm doing Erica's on-air voice.
Erica,
So-
After Dark.
We've got 4 questions. So one of us is going to answer the first one first, and then we're just going to keep going clockwise. So the second person is going to answer the second question first.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go first? Raise a hand.
Emily.
Emily did not raise her hand, and she's still going to go first.
No one else raised their hand either.
So
Just clockwise.
Emily,
Just works out that way.
Make it easy one.
your most embarrassing memory, period.
Dating Pat. Done.
That hurts.
No, that's number 2.
that makes
First
sense.
one is probably getting caught at a kid's playground, which was located next to a police station.
Having sex?
Almost having sex.
So she was
And-
definitely giving somebody a blowjob.
No, I was receiving. Thank you very much, because I had no pants on.
You were receiving a blowjob?
No, I
Yeah.
was receiving.
Okay, so you were somebody was chowing the box.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And you're pantsless at a
I was pantless. It was like March time, so it was kind of cold. Cops came with their lights, took off in the woods,
Oh, that's great.
and I never got my underwear and jeans back.
That's fantastic. So you didn't actually get caught. Did they catch you?
No,
Oh, that's fantastic.
almost got caught though. And then I had to show up home with my jacket wrapped around my waist.
Like, were your parents awake when you showed up home?
My dad was.
Oh, that's fantastic. I want to just throw it out there. I said nothing about sex. It does not have to be a sex story. Now that you've answered.
That's our most embarrassing story.
No, I know.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Tommy?
All right, so I was like 13, 14 maybe, and I was working for my mom, and I shit my pants while I was working for her at CVS, and I went to the bathroom and like threw away my shit, like my boxers and all that with the shit in them, and I have no idea if anybody even knew I shit my pants, but it was pretty fucking embarrassing.
Did you? Okay, so you had shit-filled underoos. Did you throw them like in just like the regular bathroom garbage?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess it's fairly disguised. Anybody who smelled it would have been like, "Oh, somebody shit in the bathroom."
Yeah.
I guess that's not so bad. You did tell us about that last week.
Did I, when you were telling the story about you shitting all over your bathroom?
Yeah, the first thing I did before I told my story was ask you when the last time you shit your pants was, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it's pretty embarrassing to shit your pants. I mean, when I was a teenager,
You ain't gonna tell me.
I can't even imagine doing it twice in my adulthood.
Once. Well, no, okay, twice.
Okay. So, as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Erica?
Okay. Mine also has to do with poop.
Nice.
Erica laughs anytime you say poop.
But mine is when Tom and I were dating. We weren't engaged or married yet. And we went to Punta Cana. And every time we went to eat, and I would have to like run back to the room and poop like massively every single time. And that
so
was
gross.
but that was right before he asked me to marry him.
Oh my god, it was that trip?
Yeah.
It was that trip.
Erica, your body knew what Tom was going to ask and was trying to warn you to not say fucking yes. It was prepared.
Like, all the food was delicious. I don't know what it was, but every single time I'd be like, Tom, I need to go. And, like, it would just have rained, and so the sidewalk would be
Oh,
slick.
one time you slipped and busted ass on the way to the roof.
Oh my god, I wish you shit your pants.
And I was like trying to walk so fast because I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And you know when you're like going to the bathroom and you know it's loud, you don't want to, like your story.
Yeah, no, I
You
feel
don't
it.
want anyone to hear you, Tom.
I'd have left his ass where we were. Like, I'll be back.
Well, but see, you can do that if you know, like, we were new to the resort, so I didn't know where bathrooms were.
Yeah.
So, like, the only one I knew was our room, which was quite a little ways from
Yeah, it
the
was a hog.
restaurant.
That's pretty good.
Great.
All right. Mine goes back further. I think you guys have actually heard this story. But it was 4th grade, and it was science class, and the lesson for the day was about reflections and like what creates reflections and why they're created and why they're caused. And my teacher, just basically like in general, hey class, can you tell me what things in your house have reflections? Like what can you see your reflection in? And somebody's like, oh, a knife. And he's like, that's a good one. And somebody's like, a spoon. And he's like, all right, that's a good one too. And then somebody's like, like the tabletop, the glass tabletop. And he's like, also true, there's a really obvious one that you guys are missing here. And somebody's like, oh, the windows. And he's like, whew, okay, nope, that's true. You can see your reflection in a window. The abundantly obvious one. And then it hits me. Like, wow, we're a bunch of fucking dumbasses. Nobody has come up with the one. Like, it's in every house and nobody's saying it. So I raise my hand. He's like, Patrick. And I'm like, wallpaper. In my defense, we had like shiny wallpaper at home, so you kind of cast a reflection. He obviously fucking meant mirror. I was mortified. The entire class laughed for longer than it feels like they're still laughing. They fucking died. I was so serious and so confident that I had cracked the riddle. Nope, not so much.
You are fucking dumb. That's that down south shit, you know what I mean?
Wallpaper. Not the right answer. Tommy, you're first on question number 2.
Let's hear it.
Okay, 2-part question.
One part answer. Gotcha.
Your biggest turnoff, generally speaking, not exactly sexual, but for a person as a whole.
Women missing teeth.
Women missing teeth.
Yes.
Why women specifically?
Well, I'm only attracted to women. I know that you're attracted to both parties. I'm only attracted to women. So I don't care if men are missing their teeth. If a woman is missing a tooth, I'm out. Like, especially in the front part.
Just one tooth even?
Ooh, in the front? Yeah. One tooth, I'm out.
Okay. That's a very strange answer coming from the town that you live in, but I understand.
Like that picture you sent?
Erica's not from town.
I understand that she's.
I
not
have all my teeth.
if anybody would like
Same.
to go, if anybody would like to go to our Instagram,
I feel like I need to knock on wood right now.
number 9 with Tommy podcast on Instagram. There is a picture that will clearly explain what the
I'm not really
situation
sure why you
in
think
Torrington is like.
that's an odd answer.
I don't think it's an odd answer. I think it's an odd answer coming from where you come from, because dental hygiene is not exactly a priority in this part of the state.
Neither is it
Speak for
down south.
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? I got all my teeth.
I go to the dentist every 6 months.
These bad boys are original. Yeah. So the second part of that, during intimacy, what is your biggest turnoff?
When a woman farts.
The fact that you correlate lady farts to the bedroom is so gross.
Well, Pat, remember that time I told a story when I was going down on a woman, she farted 3 times in my mouth?
I do remember that.
Okay. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious right there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Could you taste it?
Could I taste it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Erica, question is to you, 2-parter. Your biggest turnoff, generally speaking, but not exactly sexual, in an individual.
I'd have to say just a nasty person. Someone who's
Nasty like vulgar, nasty like smelly.
Nasty like
no,
looking.
like I guess nasty to other people.
Okay, so like an ugly personality.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
BO's way up there too.
Okay, so
Like if Tom stunk, we would not be married.
okay.
Like honestly.
All right. Well, so
Thank goodness he doesn't smell bad.
He
proof that Tom is
showers.
not a stinky little guy.
It's
And
like, that's actually like one of my biggest fears is smelling bad. There's nothing worse than a smelly person.
Okay.
It's really like
Having Pat live here for 16 months was very difficult.
no, but like
fucked up.
we've been out places and all of a sudden I'm like, Tom, we need to go because someone walks in and it just is so disgusting. I can't, bless you,
Oh my god,
I
you're
can't.
finally sneeze.
deal.
Erica,
Mm-hmm.
during intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
what's the biggest turnoff?
I don't know. I'd have to say I guess it would be so like someone trying to be intimate that I'm not that I don't want any part of.
Okay, sure.
That would be my biggest turn off.
Just like the wrong person coming on to you.
Exactly.
Giggity.
Exactly.
Okay. My biggest turnoff in an individual is dishonesty. Like any form, it doesn't have to be an out-and-out lie. I don't like, even like when girls.
Like when Honey Bun lied to you.
Yes, exactly. Even when a girl like will say
She didn't
something.
really lie to you. She just.
Oh no, she straight lied. She was a liar. She was a filthy liar.
Oh, she's gotten worse and worse.
She does.
Sounds very angry.
Emily, have you heard the story of Honey Bun?
She's heard bits and pieces.
Well, I'll tell you the whole thing real
Very
quick.
small
Pat was
information.
going on a blind date.
She wasn't
got-
blind. That's a misleading term.
Was going on a blind date with this woman, got to the house. She stood up. He could see her in the bay window. She was massive. And
Wait, did we see a picture of what she looked like beforehand?
no.
Yeah, we saw several pictures of what
Pat
she looked like
did.
beforehand.
Pat did.
You did.
And he wants
They
to
were
say.
neck up pictures.
Just neck up. You
Yeah.
never trust those.
Well, the
Never.
story that I was telling, the silver lining to this story was about why you never trust head only pictures.
Did she have a pretty face though?
Yeah, she had a very pretty face.
Okay.
So So Pat took her to a hotel. And
That's where we were going, anyways. This
For a
isn't making it
first
any
date?
better.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Oof.
Oh, maybe I should.
Oh,
No, go ahead, Tom.
I haven't heard past this part.
She had like lots of baggage, like had just gotten out
That's a
of
literal
Not the
term.
rules.
That's not an
Yeah.
expression.
Not
no,
the
like
rules that-
like
actual-
suitcases.
like actual baggage.
Yeah,
because-
like she was trying to move in with Pat.
Like she
Like a
wanted to move
backseat
out of her
full of
parents'
suitcases.
house. Like
Yeah.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Years. I mean, you were living here, right?
Yes. It was
years
before
ago.
I was living here.
Oh, yeah, it was when.
So this was, I'm going to say 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long
Okay.
time. I'm done telling the story.
All right, that's the whole story. Moving
No,
on.
it's not.
Anybody interested in Honey Bun Story, you can find that on episode 3 of the podcast.
Thanks. I'll have to listen to it.
I don't know if it was really episode 3.
and she wanted to get intimate, and he did not.
So,
But did you though?
Kinda.
Here's what happened, okay?
Come on, I
She
need to
fucking
know.
lied about her physical appearance.
Yeah.
So it's not that she was a huge woman.
What's huge? How huge we talking?
Have you ever seen a Volkswagen bus?
Oh, shit.
No, she was easily a quadruple what I had been led to believe. When we met online,
Mhm.
she was in the hospital for a leg injury, which I now think was because she just tried to walk and her leg just snapped in half.
Like a chicken bone.
Yeah. But no, so she wanted to have intercourse,
Yeah.
and
Pat didn't bring any flour with him, so he couldn't do it.
that's awesome. Oh my god, that's great.
It's
So
gross.
instead of
Hold on. For those of you that don't get that joke, you need the flour to find a wet spot. With
yeah,
big
roller and
girls.
flour, look for the wet spot. No, instead of you have to understand, like, I'm an overthinker. You know that. It's been long enough. As soon as something is said, smelled, heard, thought, I'm overthinking the shit out of it. So all I can think is if my penis is big enough to get through her
Her thighs.
to reach her vagina, I'm going to get this girl pregnant, and I'm going to be stuck with her for 18 years. No, but on top of that, like, I was bitter about her lying. It wasn't just that lie.
Pat, just be real, man. She wasn't attractive. You would never have banged her.
She had a very pretty face, and to me, like we all know me, I'm a face person. That is like my number one thing. I don't care about
Okay.
anything else.
I'm going to sum this up
comparatively
real quick. Pat, if she had told you how big she really was, would you have even gone on a date with her?
I've gone out with big girls. I don't know how big she was. Ooh. She's big.
See, that's what I'm saying, Pat. So that was the only way that she was trying to win you over with her charming personality. But you're like shallow Hal.
She won me over with lies.
Yeah, but she got you there with the hopes of winning you over with her charming personality.
Oof. Okay. Anyways, I did not have sex with her. I did, however, let her give me dick hugs with her mouth arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into the hotel bathroom in the room. I unleashed a jihad on that toilet. Like, it was loud, airy, farty shit water. It was basically like I brewed a cup of coffee in the toilet. And then I basically just like flushed and left.
Where was she?
In the bed.
Did she see you leave?
Oh, she saw me leave, but she definitely heard me when I was in the bathroom. I basically pushed as hard as I could.
She saw
to
him coming
disgust
and
her.
leaving. You get it?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Real nice, Pat.
Glad you brought that up, Tom. Thanks.
I tried to get out of it, and then you continued to tell the story.
You brought it up. There was no way I could backtrack. If I don't do it on the air, I do it off the air. What's the difference?
Okay, so you answered the second part of that question first, so you have to do the first part.
No, I didn't answer. No, I answered
you
the
said
dishonesty in
dishonesty.
general. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the biggest turn off in bed?
I think we've talked about this. Ball sucking. There's nothing sexy about a girl sucking my balls.
There's something wrong with you.
Licking is fine. Ball sucking feels like she's literally punching me, kicking me, kneeing me, elbowing me, biting me in the balls. It's the most painful fucking experience.
Then
I don't know
Pat-
how anybody likes it.
Pat, I hate to tell you this, bro. Whoever's been doing that to you has been doing it wrong.
I have, maybe I have super sensitive testicles. I don't know. but I do not want anybody sucking my balls at any point now or in the past even.
Okay.
And Tom, if you ever imply that you could do a better job than them, you sick fuck. I saw the look in your eyes when you
How
said
did I
that.
imply that?
Because you looked me.
Yeah, again.
You
there's only-
gandered, sir.
Out of the two guys sitting here, only one of us has asked another person to put a dick in their mouth.
It was a girl, and it was an accident.
Yeah, accident.
You know what the worst part is, Tom? That's the second story that I'm now going to have to explain. I'll do that later. You're a
Is
fucking
this a sex
asshole.
change one?
No. Unfortunately, oh my fucking God, Tom! You piece of shit!
Hold on. I didn't tell
Hold
you.
up.
Emily, listen, it was great dating you. I had a wonderful time. I think you're fantastic. I'm so sorry Tom ruined this for you.
Well, hold on. First of all, I want to get a couple things out of the way. One, it wasn't my idea to have Emily on the show. It was yours. Two, I never said anything about you wanting to bang a male that was a woman.
No, but her coworkers might have, asshole.
Well, that's not me. That's them listening to it.
They didn't just bring it up.
I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, you did.
I brought up you wanting to put penises in your mouth. Never
One
brought
penis.
Up...
You can't pluralize that. It's not peni, it's penis. Oh. Answer that on speakerphone, please.
No,
Emily's mom is calling right now. Can you please answer that on speakerphone?
No, my God, please.
I can tell you right now, if the Marine calls in, we're answering on speakerphone. I'm not really sure how this is my fault.
Yeah, well, Emily.
I think we need a backtrack here.
In general, no backtracking. Let's move forward.
It's on Erica.
No, she didn't answer the question.
Oh, she still hasn't answered. Okay, yeah.
Not number 2, not yet.
In general, not necessarily sexual, what is the biggest turnoff in another person?
Liars.
Oh, wow, we match on that.
Red hair.
Interesting. Motherfucker. And in the bedroom during intimacy?
Red hair. Not letting me suck his balls.
I would have to say quietness.
Okay.
Like where it's just silent.
I agree.
Don't want to hear
and
like
understood.
a random queef or anything.
Oh my God.
Gotta mask it with some moans.
Oh, fuck. That's so gross. It's like she listens to the show. I'm convinced you listen to the show.
She does.
No.
The only thing grosser than a lady fart is a lady frontal fart. And I said that when Griff was on the show, and he was like, "Oh, you mean like your mom?" But he was referring to his own mother queefing in front of him.
He didn't.
He didn't understand the question.
He didn't realize.
Oh my fucking God. He was thinking that I meant like a fart that slips up and like just creeps.
Oh, those are so uncomfortable.
Or I think he missed the frontal part. I think he just missed like your mom farting in front of you for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Farting in front of you.
Oh.
Okay, so she answered the first question. You answered the second question. Miss Erica.
Mm-hmm.
What is the thing at the top of your bucket list as a couple? What thing do you, not necessarily Tommy, what do you want to do with Tommy before you kick the bucket?
Travel. I want to go to Hawaii and Alaska at least.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'd like
choices.
those two places, and then also outside of the United States.
Is there, like, in Hawaii, is there something specific you're looking for?
She just has to get to the state
I have
so that she can say that she's been in all 50 states.
Okay, that makes sense.
I've been to the 48 contiguous states, so
Are you kidding me?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
I need.
She took a 7-week road trip, hit every state, and then quit her job.
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't quit.
Oh,
They kind
I
of
got
fired
fired.
me.
We may have to have a
I would do the
podcast
same
just
thing.
on that trip sometime. That's fantastic. Okay, so you have 2 states left.
Yes.
That's incredible. That's
I've
awesome.
had them left for a very long time. It's been a long time since because yeah, it's been a really long time.
Okay. Tom, you better get on that shit.
Hopefully I kicked the bucket first.
Okay, so Hawaii is just because you need to see how it is. Did you know that there's a town in Mystery, Alaska, where only Canadians live? That's a true story from what I understand.
Is it called Mystery?
Yep. So weird.
It's a mystery because they're all from Canada.
Correct. Tom knows what I'm talking about.
Actually, when I went on that road trip, I went into a lot of the Canadian provinces too, like this, just to get them.
Did you need a passport back then? I'm sorry. Did they have passports back then?
I can't remember if I had one.
Okay.
It's an old joke.
Mine is, and I have now found a slam dunk for this one. I want to go on a murder mystery cruise, man.
Ooh, that'd
So
be fun.
fun. I know. I knew you'd be into it. Yeah, I desperately want to go on a murder mystery cruise. Tom's looking at me like I'm crazy. So there's like 100 people on the boat. Somebody gets murdered. Like 20 of these people are actually hired actors and actresses. So you think they're just couples like you out to dinner, and then everybody works together or independently, however you play it out, to find out who the killer is.
That sounds like a fucking great place to be a serial killer.
Yeah, and everybody would
Hiding
think
in
it's
the
all
wing.
part of the game.
Yes.
Dude, that'd be sweet. I mean, not on the one that I was on.
You don't want an
Unless
actual
we were
murder.
serial killers.
Unless I was in fact the one killing the cereal. I'm with you. Miss Emily.
I
Please
would
be anal, please be
say
anal, please be anal, please be anal.
it'll never be anal.
Oh.
I would also say traveling. Go on fun
Anywhere
vacations.
specific?
Either like an amusement park or some haunted thing, like the prison in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
On a little ghost tours.
There's a haunted house in California that is hands-on, and they legit, like, they will not stop until you get through the haunted house, unless I think they give you like
Until you die of a heart attack. pretty
no,
much.
you get like a safe word. But they they'll rip you away from your friends. So
Oh,
then they
no.
fuck with your friends and say that like you quit, and then they'll fuck with you and say like your friends like signed you up to get like tortured, and they do really fucked up stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to take it that far.
I think it'd be fun.
I'd say at a haunted hotel, but
There used to be one in Torrington too. It's never going to open again.
The Yankee Peddler?
Yeah.
That's not open
No.
because of COVID or like it?
No, it's a long story.
Oh no shit.
They're trying to like renovate, and then they ran out of money and stuff. So
Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare.
I see.
there's a like New England Legends.
like tour.
Yeah, my boy, Erica's buddy from high school.
My friend from high school.
I told you I bought a book from him
I think so.
about nightmare interpretations.
Yes.
But he
Yeah.
does like he travels and goes to all like the haunted places.
That's
and
awesome.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 2 for traveling, 1 for kind of traveling. Tom?
Oh, you're looking at me? Erica's already made all my bucket list things come true, so I don't have anything. I could die tomorrow, a happy man, Pat.
Right.
He's trying to win some brownie points.
I am so...
Come on, answer the
I'm
question.
so
That
disappointed.
is my answer.
No.
So you don't think that you and Erica having a 3-way with Pat McAfee is on your bucket list?
It's not.
Lies.
If Erica and I were going to have a 3-way, it had to be with another woman. I'm not like you and want to put dicks in my mouth.
1 dick. Don't pluralize dicks. And for the record,
I just wanted to put that one dick in my mouth. That one time.
can you cut just that audio clip out of you saying that?
No.
I gotta get some engineering in here. Is that's your official answer?
Yeah, I really don't know if there's anything, like, I'm open to travel and stuff like that, but there's nothing that I have to do.
Okay.
I guess it would be take Erica to Hawaii and Alaska.
Okay. I'm excited for that. I think you guys should do 1 a year for the next 2 years and be done with it.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of other things coming up here in the future.
This is Erica's bucket list, man. She doesn't have much time left.
Oh
Get
my
that shit
god.
done.
Erica doesn't like us saying old jokes.
Oh, all right. I didn't mean because you're old. I mean because time moves quickly, Erica.
Especially for the older folks.
So who's getting the last question? Is
You.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Stooge.
So your stance on trick or treating during the coronavirus. I think they should be trick or treating. I think that if you have all those adults and all those kids, they can coordinate staying the fuck apart. These are the same people who can walk into a Walmart or a grocery store, but they can't outdoors in public be out and about. It makes no sense to me. If that means sanitize candy and put it on your porch, if that means, serve candy, don't open the door all the way, just kind of hand it out the door.
Here, I'm going to sum it. Is there anybody that's against them trick-or-treating?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
I'm with you.
Are you guys
The
going to be
symbols-
handing out candy?
If we're here, absolutely. Why not?
What do you mean, if you're here?
I'm an adult. I can go to parties and shit. If I'm here, sure. It's on a Saturday, too.
Mm-hmm.
I've already been invited to 2 parties.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't-
we have friends who are having, because of the whole trick or treat thing, like if they're not going to have it, like having a block party and being around people that you do know.
So Colin will go with you guys.
Either that or he's going to go see his family in Mass one day.
Okay.
But, there's a very simple solution to this, right? You go out.
Yeah, whoever wants to goes.
Yep, but and whoever wants to hand out candy.
Handy.
Candy.
Want a handy?
Whoever wants,
Slip of the tongue.
that's a pedophile joke. Whoever wants to hand out candy, hands out candy, and then when your kid gets home, Lysol the fucking inside of the bag and let it sit, and then allow them to eat their candy.
Yeah,
It's all in fucking wrappers.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You could, you could wipe them one by one with fucking Lysol wipes if you had to.
Yeah, or just literally stick a fucking can of Lysol in the bag, Lysol the shit out of it, let it sit and dry, and then go ahead. It kills 99.9% of germs.
I don't disagree. I am a little bit upset that you went out of order because it was Emily's turn to answer the question, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but listen, you were going on and on, taking forever, and everybody was going to have the same answer, so I just summed it up, and I figured we could have a discussion about it.
Lively discussion. You killed it, bro.
I don't give a shit.
Thanks for taking that one by the reins.
Pat, is there anything else you want to cover on the show?
Your fucking mouth.
All right, that's fine.
No, I got nothing.
You want to tell a memory story, Pat?
Sure.
You got one to tell?
I'm sure I could come up with one if you wanted to pause the show.
I can, not a memory, but I can make a comment about the last or 2 shows ago. Something about what Pat said.
I don't understand, and get me in more trouble like Tom.
It's not in trouble.
Okay.
I just don't understand how it happened.
How what happened?
Like your whole poop situation.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
All over the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I was in the
Thank
car.
God I told Emily that fucking story.
I heard it this morning.
So I was in
If I didn't tell her that shit, oh man, this would be so awkward now.
in the car talking to Tom and Colin, saying when you go into the bathroom, right? You walk over to the toilet because you have to go to the bathroom. You undo your pants, you pull them down, and then you sit. You're already facing the right way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your story was you went in, you unbuttoned your pants, pulled your pants in, and then you had to swing around to sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
So poop got all over the place. How the heck does that happen?
Okay, so to clarify, and I would stand up and do it, but that I want to make sure that everybody understands. So I'm going to try to do this while sitting, so that as long as you can understand, then they can understand. So where you can put your hands in the back of your pants to push downward. Now I'm hauling ass. I'm not stopping in front of the toilet to sit down. I'm running for the toilet with my ass cheeks clenched for dear life. So I put my hands down my pants to pull my pants down while I'm moving. So then I start shitting. The pressure valve has released. There is shit spraying. So it's in my hands. It's all over the inside of my underwear. It's at the top, where my pants, go past my underwear. So it's in my pants, in my underwear. It unfortunately gets on my shoes. It's in my hands. And I'm swinging now to make it to the toilet because I'm not at the toilet yet. So I shit on the sink. I shit all over the toilet. Then I have to sit in my shit. I shit on the wall next to the toilet. Luckily, the bottom half of my bathroom wall is all tile. So, a little bleach. And this problem cleaned up fairly.
I don't think it was a little bleach.
It was a lot of
It's
bleach.
2 bottles.
Yeah. Gallon-sized bottles. Yeah, no. So does that clear it up? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the spray wasn't like directional spray. It was because my ass was still moving. I was trying to get there.
Like it like exploded out of your ass?
Oh, that's an understatement. Oof.
I still don't understand. Like, I think I would have rather, like...
Why didn't you just
Pooped in
shit
my
when you
pants.
got out of the
Well,
car?
hindsight being 20/20, I should have just shit in my pants. Or at fucking
And-
dirtbag's house.
You don't pull your pants down until you're ready to sit.
Yes.
Well, that's the truth. So Jeff Foxworthy makes a joke, and like this joke has played in my head many times since this incident. But he talks about how it's extremely important that you do not undo your belt until you're inside the bathroom,
Yes.
sitting down. Like
Yeah.
you don't undo your belt because it relaxes certain things. I had my belt undone and my pants undone before I was in the house. I mean, I was running to the house undoing everything because I had made it home. So it was a 12-minute drive. I made it 12 minutes. Obviously, I was going to be okay to make it to the toilet. Like I had such a feeling of relief when I pulled into my driveway. And that, I think, is why I ended up shitting my pants, because it was a false sense of security.
Okay, I got you now. Because I just kept playing over, like, why would you do that? Why would you be facing the toilet, undoing your pants, and then have to turn around? Because that's kind of the way you made it sound.
I got you. I hope that clears it up. Tommy,
So,
you got anything else? Tommy, are you tired again?
I was looking for a memory story.
What do you mean looking for?
I was looking for you to tell a memory story.
Erica just brought up a memory.
All right, we won't tell a memory
He
story.
didn't like
Emily, the reason I bring up
he didn't like that.
the memory story, since you don't typically listen to it supposedly,
Yeah.
memories are usually Pat telling sex stories from his past.
Mm-hmm.
Typically.
Does a honey bun one count then?
That's where Honey Bun came out. Was
Emily,
was it a memory?
as we've just discussed, I did not have sex with Honey Bun. Also, I was a virgin when we met. So there you go. True story.
Bullshit.
Saint Patrick.
Remember, she said she hates liars.
Ooh.
Winky face.
It doesn't really necessarily have to be lying. It's just, just fibbing or stretching the truth.
That's
Winky face.
a big stretch.
Mm.
That's
Big
Something Pat's
white
never
lie.
done. That's a small penis joke.
It's a baby carrot joke.
All right. Well, Erica, Emily, appreciate you having you guys on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Pat, if I have to do another one of these with you, I might kill myself.
No, let's do one right now then.
Cool. Make sure you give us some feedback. The number 9 podcast at gmail.com. Or you can go to the website, number9podcast.com. Or you can go to the Instagram, which is,
Number 9 with Tommy podcast.
or you can get us on Twitter at number9pod. Did I already do that one?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't understand how some of them are number 9 podcast and number 9 pod and all that. Why are they not number 9 with Tommy?
Because on Twitter, your at can only be so many characters.
Okay.
The website, like number 9 pod, the number 9 with Tommy. I guess we could have gone number 9 with Tommy.com instead of number 9 podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll change that.
Maybe.
I already paid for the domain, so it's going to be at least another 10 months.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Erica, anything you want to add? Good.
I'm good.
Emily,
Thanks.
No,
Good.
I'm good.
we'll see you guys on Thursday.
I say good day.